done a better job with the legacy I've ever seen than anyone since Freddie's death.
Oh, thank
And I'm
you very
serious.
much.
I've
Thank
said
you.
it to you before. And how's that work? I mean, how is there a committee?
Yeah, I suppose there is. I mean, I suppose what we did was give it up.
When three rock giants sit down together, it's not just a conversation, it's history being written in real time. Rock great Sammy Hagar recently had a personal and motivational talk with Joe Walsh and Brian May, giving fans a unique glimpse into the thoughts and lifestyles of three of the genre's greatest icons. It turned out to be more than simply an interview. It was a sincere conversation full of insight, comedy, and a mutual appreciation for the music that has shaped generations. Walsh, who became well known both as a solo performer and as a member of the Eagles, thought back on his incredible musical journey. He talked about the profound connection he still experiences each time he takes the stage, and how that feeling keeps him inspired. Walsh finds that the excitement of performing live and the enthusiasm of the crowd never get old. Even after decades of touring, I still feel that electric spark when the first note lands and the crowd responds, he remarked. Walsh claimed that his motivation to keep going comes from the sheer delight of playing music. The renowned Queen guitarist Brian May had a similar opinion, although from a different angle. May talked candidly about how music has served as a mission to unite people rather than just a career. He remembered times in Queen's past when the band played in front of large crowds, and how those performances were more like shared experiences, where thousands of people were brought together by a single sound than like performances. According to May, music's power is in its capacity to reach people's hearts and break down barriers in a manner that few other things can. With his usual comedy and energy, Sammy Hagar kept the conversation going. As an interviewer and fellow musician, he led the conversation with the ease of someone who has experienced rock's highs and lows. Hagar commended Walsh and May for their unparalleled musical talents and ensured that their fans were able to hear intimate tales that reflected both their personalities and their artistic abilities. The trio's back and forth was replete with respect, humor, and the chemistry that only occurs when real friends get together to converse. The discussion briefly veered into personal territory as Walsh talked about how music has always been his lifeblood. According to him, it taught him that there is always something bigger to rely on and provided him a sense of purpose when things became tough. May concurred, saying that although success and notoriety are a part of their tales, the emotional bond that music forges between performer and audience is what really counts. Both men stressed that the fundamental purpose of music is to communicate stories, heal, and leave a legacy that will inspire people long after the final note has faded. It wasn't just a retrospective interview. May and Walsh also discussed the value of remaining imaginative and forward-thinking. I never want to stop learning or discovering new sounds, because that's what keeps an artist alive, Walsh explained. May reinforced the idea, stating that there are always fresh concepts to pursue and uncharted territories to discover, even after decades of composing, recording, and performing. Even if their careers are legendary, the two made it clear that their tales are still being written. Hagar made sure the chat was both interesting and enlightening by maintaining a balanced tone and incorporating both serious inquiries and amusing jokes. He emphasized to the audience and his guests that their music has influenced popular culture in general, as well as the rock genre. Spectators witnessed the three men's mutual regard and admiration, which resulted in an authentic scene that felt more like old friends meeting up than a contrived interview. As the discussion came to a close, Walsh and May gave listeners a potent reminder of the timeless appeal of their music. It's about heart, soul, and the bonds created via sound, not just about technical prowess or #1 songs. They reaffirm to everyone the universality, healing, unifying, and inspiring power of music. This talk was a gift to everybody who has ever been moved by a song. It perfectly encapsulated the enchantment of three legends taking stock of their experiences while simultaneously welcoming the future. Rock's enduring energy, propelled by camaraderie, enthusiasm, and the unending delight of making music that counts, was demonstrated by Joe Walsh, Brian May, and thus Pine Saw